Hi Capricorn, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-July 2024 love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's why I call it a bridge of the gap spread. And the way it works is look at the past, present, future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get to all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and after the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. Also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's a way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Alright, past energy on your side, we have Innocence. So this is the equivalent of the Fool in traditional tarot. And this could just be saying that, maybe you felt in some ways we were taking a bit of a risk by approaching this person, so maybe it wasn't normally your style to be the first one to initiate contact, for example. So maybe that was a change of pace for you, but for whatever reason you felt drawn to this person. Could have even been a connection between the two of you with music, given that we do see the musical instrument and the artwork there as well. But yeah, so for me it says that maybe you went out of your comfort zone a little bit and actually approached this person in the past. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Page of Wands. So yeah, this could just be saying that, maybe they actually also had a similar pull toward you as well, right? Might have been a bit mutual in that regard, and I feel like this is saying that they might have tried to offer you something, might not have been very deep as far as the page energies usually more in the beginning stages of things, but at the very least it looks like there was definitely a pretty strong mutual attraction between the two of you. Alright, present energy on your side, we have the Queen of Arrows. So this is actually Libra energy here, and it could just be saying, we even see Venus in the name on the card there, so it could just be saying that for some of you, now you're trying to remain in a more receptive role and hoping for them to do more of the initiation at this time. I feel like there's still an interest there, right? The way we see the body language leaning in toward the cards on the side and looking over your shoulder in that direction as well. So yeah, so I feel like there is still the desire for the things to escalate between the two of you, but you're more hoping that they would be taking a lead right now. Alright, and present energy on their side, we have the Two of Swords. So this is Libra energy here as well, interestingly enough. But yeah, to me, this could just be saying that maybe they're still going through a bit of a healing process, right? So for example, we look at a page energy compared to a queen energy, right? So it could just be one of those things where maybe they're just not able to meet you where you're at right now because they're still going through a bit of a healing process themselves. And, maybe that wasn't something that was initially in your awareness when you cross paths with this person. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Prince of Arrows, which is the equivalent of the Knight of Swords in traditional tarot. So yeah, on this card we see the name Cupid, right? So for some of you might actually come out of this energy of waiting around, hoping for them to do more of the initiation, and you might actually take it upon yourself to, again, like I said, similar to what I felt with the Innocence energy, take a bit more of a risk and actually express your feelings for this person. So yeah, that's primarily what I see with that. And future energy on their side, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles energy is usually a fairly independent energy, and maybe that's how this person's tended to operate quite a bit. But what stands out to me with this particular artwork for the Nine of Pentacles is we see the person off to the side there, and it looks like they're looking at the couple, right? And it looks like there's lights shining down on them. So maybe now they're starting to, even though they are generally independent, I feel like maybe now they're starting to see couples around them, and they're starting to consider for themselves, like, maybe it would be time for them to settle down. So that could be the energy that they'll be going into in the future, and that at least shows that there's some sign of healing from that energy we were talking about in the present with the Two of Swords. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have Awakening. So this is the equivalent of the Sun in traditional tarot. Yeah, this could just be saying that maybe you might have been getting signs and synchronicities. We see Cupid once again in the card there, and a similar angelic figure with the wings, right? So maybe it's just one of those things where you just keep getting signs and synchronicities that are telling you that there is something significant within this connection with this person. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, they have the Ten of Cups. So yeah, this could just be saying, interestingly enough, we were talking about the musical instrument in the past on your side of flute. Now we see on their side they have it. So yeah, it could just be saying that for some of you, maybe there's some kind of connection between the two of you with music, maybe even with animals as well. Given you see all the cats there, but this is saying that they really do feel a sense of emotional fulfillment with you, and and maybe that's something that generally they might not have traditionally looked for, right? Like I said, maybe this Nine of Pentacles is pointing to them typically being very independent, and like I said, maybe it was because of a past heartbreak that they went through, and maybe that might have shut them off to relationships after that point. But it seems like in their interactions with you, they're now looking at the possibilities again of being in a love connection. All right, moving on to your oracle cards. First, we'll see what we get from the messages of oracle card deck. Just going to pull a single card from this deck. Got one there, and next from the Wisdom Oracle, we'll pull a card from this deck as well. And same situation, that's a single card. We'll read the messages from both cards and wrap the reading up with that. That doesn't want to go back in the deck. So first we'll take a look at the messages of love card. Okay, we have obstacles. It says unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. So yeah, that definitely seems to point pretty significantly to what we were talking about with the Two of Swords energy in the present. And that's a Virgo energy there, by the way. So if this is even pointing to a timeline of when you could expect them to overcome that, could just be saying that, maybe late August, early September, they'll finally be ready to shift out of that energy. But that's what I see with that. All right, and then from the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have regeneration. There's the artwork, and the number is 46. So we'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says the world is based on connections and relationships. No matter what loss has occurred in the past or even now, death and endings are only illusions. There is life after death, love after loss, and in this moment, you are radiating the regenerative life force energy that makes you irresistible to love in all forms. Now is the time when you will see evidence of this new emergence. Can you feel it? Love is rising up to greet you. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there. And in a way, I could see that relating to either side of the spread, right? Maybe the person going through this energy here, that would relate to them in one way, but I could also see that relating to the cards on the side as well. But yeah, like I said, either way, it looks like there's going to be hope for this connection to pick up soon. But it looks like they're just going through a bit of a healing process. And like I said, it does look like it won't take too long, maybe a month or so at most, I feel like, before they're ready to shift out of that energy and actually explore the possibilities between the two of you. All right, so hope that resonated. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.